Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day. Thanks for coming to my YouTube site and watching my videos. Today we're going to do something kind of fun. We're going to be doing some castles, from whimsical to very much luxurious castles all across the USA. And as always, just so you know, in the comments, please remember I put the listing agents down in the comments so you can find them. If you need loan help, that's there as well. Anything you need, pretty much in the comments. So let's just jump right in and do the dang thing. And we're going to bounce, if I can, I'm going to get us moved around here. There we go. House number one, or should we say castle number one, is in, that actually should say Statesville. Statesville. It's missing a T, and thanks for those that have helped me with my spell check on my videos. So this house is in Statesville, North Carolina, and it is quite lovely. Look at that turret and that rock outside. I mean, you just can't go wrong with that look. It's such a cool looking property. So this house is listed for $449,000, and it is 2,688 square feet. So pretty good sized castle. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, plus it has a separate little cottage I'm going to show you, and it sits on a 0.39, so under half an acre. Okay? So I thought this was really interesting. This is the second building that's on the property. So unfortunately, they didn't give us a lot of pictures of everything, so I can't see it all, or I can't show it all to you. But this will give you an idea. And here's this cute knight that's guarding the walkway down to that building. Then this is inside, and I believe this is the inside, of course, of the main house. So I love the stained glass features and the door and the windows. I thought that was pretty cool. And of course, you can see the stairs going up. Okay. Now, this is the primary suite of the house. You can see it's nice that they sent us at least a picture that didn't look primitive versus the other house. But it looks like there is a jacuzzi tub right there and a fireplace. So unfortunately, that's all the pictures we have. But again, that's in Statesville, North Carolina. That's castle number one for $449. Now we're going to jump right over to castle house number two. This one's in New Orleans, Louisiana, and it's a very whimsical and fun looking castle. So let's just have a look at it. So here it is. I know it looks like an AI photo because I truly thought it was AI when I first looked at it, with that sunset behind it and the lake. So this house is 1,318 square feet. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. Unfortunately, it did not tell me how much land it had around it, but it looks to be, I would say, probably at least a third of an acre based on that, if the road's right there. So here's another side of that castle. So now you can see the house behind you. So that's what makes me think it's, less than a third of an acre of land. Not 100% sure, but that's what I'm thinking. And I thought this picture was pretty cool. So this is the top, and of course you're looking out over the lake, and you just can't beat that for a castle. So let's hop inside. Again, this one's $499.9. So this is the entry doors as best as I can figure out here. And I thought the height was so magnificent. I wanted to really share it with you. And then you can see the cool light fixture. All right. And then up above, you've got your fresco kind of painting up there in the ceiling. So, this place is truly, truly a very whimsical, kind of fun looking castle for somebody. This is kitchen picture number one. Again, you're looking out over the water, which is pretty cool. Lots of that. Let's see. And then this is picture number two. Obviously, they're still working on this. It's a castle building in progress. But I'm glad they had that picture. So unfortunately, we don't have more pictures of this one. But again, it's in New Orleans. You can look in the comments to find the listing agent. And let's hop on over to house number three. Now, house number three is in Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania. And this is a substantial castle, kids. We're talking substantial. So I'm going to just get to picture number one for you to see it. This is, of course, an aerial. This home is on 5 acres. Home/castle is on 5 acres. It is 6,567 square feet. And it's 4 bedrooms with 7 baths. 7 baths. 4 bedrooms, 7 baths. Its list price, drum roll please, $3,895,000. So what fun we're going to have touring this bad boy. So this is, again, another aerial view, and I'm going to be able to take you around it a little bit, but the grounds are pretty fabulous in what they have to offer. This is a evening shot. Look at that turret. Isn't that cool looking? Again, this is a 6,000 square foot house, over 6,000 square feet. Crazy, right, guys? So this is looking via the garden, through the fountain, back towards the house. This is, again, the fountain now looking from the back of the house out. So you can see there's a bit of a view here for you. There is a tennis court right here. To the left, hidden in these trees, all the way over, you can kind of see some like white chairs. I believe there's a little pool there. There seems to be a swimming pool. No pictures on the site, but I believe that's what we're looking at. So we got a tennis court. We got a pool. Okay. This is an evening shot of the corridor walkthrough that's right outside. I'll show it in daylight as well. This is another shot of the grounds. And now we're going to hop inside. Are you ready? I want to show you what you can buy for $3,895,000. Okay, so this is the, I guess you could say, the family room area of this house. Look at those ceilings. Pretty darn fabulous, right? Looks like something you'd see like in Bali, right? With the high ceilings and everything. Really crazy. So here is another shot of that room. And you can see it's very large. There's a piano there to your left, right? It's very spacious. And you'll see that that is a couch. I mean, so think about how deep this room must be. Here's a side view of that. And over to the left, you see that bank of windows, kind of over to the left, is this fabulous sitting area. How cool is that, right? A round sitting area, room for everybody. All right, now we're going to bop over to the kitchen. This is view 1. I like the green in there. This is view 2. So you see there's a little sit up, an island, so you can sit there and have a little visiting spot to have a little dinner right there. Now, or you just go over here and have dinner, right? So it has eat-in kitchen area right there. Okay. Now we're going to jump over and see the actual formal dining room. So we're now in the formal dining room. Love those ceilings. Love the window. Notice it looking out that window. Beautiful. You're overlooking your private garden area. Just really something special. All right. So now we're going to jump over to one of the bedrooms, one of the guest rooms. Now this house has 4 bedrooms. I believe that we're going to be looking at a couple in the main house, and there is also a really cool gatekeeper's cottage. There's a cottage that I'll show you in just a minute. So this is view 2 of this bedroom. I like the yellow. I'm thinking it's very bright and cheery, right? So now we are in the primary. We've now bopped over to the primary bedroom. This is still the primary, just on the other side of it. Again, the primary, another side of the room. So, no, they look like the same side of the room, guys, just a different angle. Sorry about that. This is off those glass doors is this balcony, which I think is really nice to be able just to step outside, right? I'd be out there all the time, but just to be overlooking your garden. So back into the primary we go here. And the reason I'm showing you this angle is so that you can see that we then step into the primary bathroom. Okay, so you got a nice step in there, jetted tub with the window. And now, where are we now? Oh, I jumped real quick, didn't I, guys? to the primary, to what I believe is like an office den area. Okay. And then here's number 2 to that, kind of a den lounge. In case you need a lounge in your 6,000 square foot house, you got one. Okay, and then downstairs here, we have the exercise room. Okay, that's downstairs. And then we have this really cool like media area. It looks like that's their TV room. All right, also in the downstairs area, here's slide 2 of that. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Love the sill, love the windows, the whole bit. Now we're going to switch. We're at the same estate, but now we're going into the cottage, which was at the gate. So, back in the day, that literally would have been the guard's house, the gatekeeper's house, right? So here it is, and it's super cool all by itself. But, I guess for the 3.895 million, they're going to go ahead and throw this in too for you. So that is one view. Here's the view as you're coming into the property and the actual gatekeeper's house. You can see it really well from here. So this is the bedroom that's in that house. This is the kitchen that's in there. Okay. And okay, now this is obviously the family room area going into the kitchen. Here is the other bedroom. This is probably the primary in this little cottage. And that wraps up our tour of fabulous castles in the USA. Now, there are a ton of them. I could have done a video probably with another 5 or 6 of them, but I don't like to make the videos too long, so you guys will not get bored out of your minds. So thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you've been having fun with our tour. And again, that last house was in Burnmauer, Pennsylvania, house number 3. Information to the listing agent will be down below. And as always, thanks so much. And I hope you continue to watch my videos. I like to post at least 3 a week is my schedule. I post them on Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay, guys, have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Super appreciate you coming by. See you next time.